all.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for taking the time to subscribe to this channel and for the ongoing support. Some of you have been here for years. I love you all for it. This is the sun, ladies and gents. I keep making mistakes with the bloody dates. Keep writing December 2021. This is January 7th, 2022. We're going to see the sun as it progresses on the 8th also, and today the 10th. After that, a quick little review of some dark surface structures and a very cool theory that I have. Thanks for following this channel, everyone. I greatly appreciate everything that you do. The shares, the comments especially are amazing. I'll be back to commenting plenty of those. I'll get some music up for the 3 days of the spots, and you'll see the dates on the top change, so take note, and then we'll head over to the moon. Thanks again for watching. Now this is January 8th, and then we'll go see January 10th today. I like really slowing it down so that we can see the fires properly on the sun. Let's switch over to today, January 10th. So, January 10th today, very windy outside, by the way. I had to slow this down definitely slow it down. It's cool that we can see the fires and the plasma that was on the left now on the top. As I just turned the sun to the right, look on top now. You could see the white spots. So even though we don't have these NASA filters, we could still see the plasma lifting up on the sun, and we can see the sunspots, we can see the sun flares. And by chance, when there's a big one, imagine me capturing with my camera a coronal mass ejection, like plasma leaving the sun. If you film it very often in the sun, and of course, especially now with the aggressivity of the sun, it's so aggressive now. And by chance, I'm able to film a whole bunch of these occurrences. Just keep looking up in the sky. That's what we got to do. Here's a heck of a nice shot. I love seeing it this way, sideways, and again, no manipulation. And notice that even filtering the surface of the moon with simple colors, I'm using the same colors which are helping me see the surface of the sun, literally. And don't forget, these spots, each and every one of them, are the other one's on top as big as Earth, and the one on the bottom, the two on the bottom, larger than Earth. I love seeing it here. We can see it very, very well. Thanks so much, everyone, for supporting the channel. Dark structures on the surface of the moon that have geometrical shapes and forms. And something else. Check it out. Square objects, triangular objects on the surface, but a dark, not reflective surface. It looks like a hole missing in the picture. No matter where the terminator line is, these areas show me these objects. Looks like a square, literally buried underneath dirt or some type of camouflage. It's not reflective. And why am I saying it's not reflective? We don't see anything inside of that darkness. And no matter how I try to adjust the image, I can't see anything in it. Have you ever heard of visible light absorbing IR flock sheet? It's not a paint, but it's a velvety material. It absorbs over 99.75% of visible light. It's darker than Musu black paint, which is extremely black. It doesn't only absorb visible light, this material, but it also absorbs infrared light. So even though we're just talking in theory, why would they need something like that on the surface if that's exactly what we're looking at? Doesn't mean it is, but probably to hide the structures that are there, or look at this, the traffic that's on the surface of the moon, in the atmosphere of the moon. Like we have planes flying around here on Earth, well, there's some objects flying around the moon. They don't really look like planes, but who knows? I'm just baffled at the fact that these are flying around. I'm really honored that a lot of people came here to see the research and trust in my research. These are explosions on the moon, by the way. And not just explosions. A stationary light, well, it's worse than that. UFO flying around, there it is. And then it stops. And then it beams something. It's like just in a sci-fi movie. There's a light that appears on the surface under the haze, takes off, and then there is an interaction between those lights. Let's just say that we can visually confirm that. This out-of-control object on the surface, where I'm showing you and following you in the footage, these objects are small and hard to see. Whoop, we saw a light underneath it, and then look on the surface. That's a massive explosion. It clarified the whole bloody surface. Let's see that one more time before going to see real structures and surface anomalies on the moon. No bullshit. I promise you all the work that's done here is done authentically, legitimately, and everything and anything I do, I tell you. The way I do it, I show you the equipment I do it with, but either way, it's not going to change what's up there on the moon. That's for sure. I don't have to scream till I'm blue in the face. I show what I saw on the surface. They have these platforms or covers or canopies, however you want to call them. They're not small. It would be very, very long, like 10, 15 kilometers long and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kilometers wide. But it's on the surface. Watch this. Here's the big secret. The secret is that these structures, that's a supposed crater in the white, but look, there's a cover, a black. It's not a shadow. It doesn't even have the same shape. You can see the crater through it, actually. And these are covers that are on the surface to, for whatever the reason, most likely hiding the structures. The structures, all that you see, the green there, well, even though this is a filter, by the way, the green everywhere that you see there, the haziness around it, it's all smaller structures that are very hard to see and witness. Here with my telescope, you could clearly see them here. Watch this, okay? A long object, a stretch that goes by, whether it be a bridge or not, it's 40, 43 kilometers long, just beside Bianchini crater. And to the right, on the bottom, right there, that's the real surface. And even scarier, pause it, please. Take at least 2 minutes to look on the bottom right there, okay? And look at the structures, how each connection is a real surface connection. It's a structure. You could clearly see it. I even deliberately zoom up a lot here on the bottom right so that you can see the tiny size of what would be pixelation, the grid lines, where we could still see the image quite clearly underneath. By bringing down the exposure and a proper filtering, which means exposure down and a green color filter, that's it, that's all, we could see those blurry patches. You see them? That's something that's the most beautiful thing on the surface, aside from the connections and buildings. All those blurry patches are the smaller structures. Look at the square crater, right? There's something inside of that crater too. It's all formed, shaped, and formed here without a filter. Beautiful colors, just a natural surface that we can see all the minerals or whatever it may be, the colors. Hey, it could be even rivers. Well, they're talking about water on the moon. They talked about it very, very recently. I believe the moon is exactly what they're trying to hide, probably even trying to get mandates signed to hide the truth.
Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.